We got the one and only Billyado.
Yo.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed, making it, surviving. You know, I survived a lot, so I'm surviving.
That's facts, man. Yeah, you're like an integral part of the story that we've seen played out over the last couple of years, but you've been kind of quiet. Like, you never really, like, laid it all out there for everybody to understand, right?
Never did, and I'm glad I'm here. You're the first person I'm gonna just get it all out today and just talk about everything that I know they want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? Questions that's been asked that never been answered.
Facts. You want to introduce us to your Cody here?
Everybody know who this is. This boy Seqo Billy, man.
Seqo Billy, you know.
So you guys are both like huge parts of the story. I thought I was just interviewing you. I didn't realize y'all were coming together, but we're gonna fill in extra blanks right here.
Cool.
All right. So I guess we'll start with you, and we'll just sort of weave in and out here. But talk to me about how you grew up, at least. I guess just talk about a little bit of your upbringing and stuff, and how you eventually became affiliated with what you became affiliated with. That kind of leads us into the story.
All right. So basically, I'm from Brooklyn. Bedford-Stuyvesant part of Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I grew up in different parts of Brooklyn too, but I'm from Trinidadian. My family, we from Trinidad. I don't even really have that much family in America. Most of my family is in Trinidad, but my dad got deported in like 92, 93 for selling drugs. He got locked up. He did a couple years, and soon as he got out, they sent him back to Trinidad. So it was just my mom's, my brother, my sister, and my one aunt and shit, and we just held it down in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And so what was your upbringing like, though, in terms of like you're of the age where like, did you always know about gangs and shit when you were a young guy in Brooklyn, or did that just sort of come around at a certain point?
I knew about like hood gangs and hood streets, and you know about the big Crip in LA thing that was going on, but it was mostly going on this side, on this coast. You know what I mean? We out here in LA, this is where it originated, so it was more so. We had gangs though, like Decepticons and stuff, and different little big crews in New York that kind of really merged into Crips and Bloods.
But then, yeah, it's like that process sort of took place where it's like over time, it's like you could have crews and stuff, but then once they get exposed to the idea of like bigger organizations, it's kind of like everybody eventually wants to gravitate towards that, right?
That's a fact. Definitely a fact.
So how'd you get exposed to the blood thing in the first place?
When I started growing up, in the 90s, the early 90s, gangs hit New York really hard. Got really big. Like I'm Nitre, so it started in 1993. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. Which was one of the first original, you know what I mean, New York blood sets. And we held it down on a different level. The media portrays so much, but to me, I'm not a gang member. I don't consider myself like a gang member hanging in the streets doing dumb shit. And I consider myself like a revolutionist in an organization, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look, all of these gangs and stuff, whether you Crip, GD, Blood, whatever you is, all of these stuff derived from the Black Panther Party movement, you know what I'm saying? And they had rules and stuff, and nowhere does it says beef with the Crips or kill the Crips or Crips kill the Bloods or GDs, nowhere. None of the stuff we believe in. That's why I want people to get.
Okay, so your initial introduction wasn't the same as what a lot of kids who get into the gaming thing now think that they're getting to become part of, right?
Exactly. I grew up don't get me wrong, I grew up in the streets of Brooklyn, fighting in school, wilding out, just seeing like different stuff, you know what I mean? I'm from like Brooklyn, the hood of Brooklyn. And it's rough, it's hard growing up there in the projects. It's not like most places and you got houses and stuff. All I grew up around was projects and buildings and slums and stuff in the street, and you know what I mean? My mom's working 2 jobs, she never home, so I'm never home. I'm always outside, you feel me?
Right. Okay, how did you guys meet?
We met in the hood.
Okay.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Talk about
Yeah, Seqo Billy. We met prior around the whole, you know what I'm saying, 6ix9ine shit, but that was early 2017. We had both just got out of jail.
Yeah, I did a lot of time in prison. I did over 10 years in prison.
What years are we talking about?
I'm talking about 04 till like 2015, 16.
And what'd you get locked up for? You stabbed a security guard at one point, right?
Nah, that was some totally different shit we could get to.
That happened later.
I ain't stabbed nobody though.
Oh, okay.
I got locked up for armed robbery, kidnapping, home invasion, and some shit. I could talk about it because I did the time. It's over with, you know what I mean? So
right.
I went to prison for that.
Armed robbery? Who'd you rob?
It was a dude with a situation, some drugs. He owed me money, some crazy shit. We end up just going over there like, fuck it, we just gonna pull up on the dude. It wasn't supposed to be no robbery. It's just something that transgressed during the situation. Being young, dumb, I fucked up. But hey, I felt like I was doing the right thing at that time.
Right.
Gotta get that paid.
Yeah, totally. So was there what about the kidnapping situation? What was that?
Bro, I didn't even really kidnap him. I just tied him up and took him to the back room and was like, yo, where the rest of the shit? I didn't even really kidnap him, bro.
Okay, but then what, they ratted on you and they were able to prove that you did tie him up?
Yeah.
How
I went
did-
to trial. I blew a trial.
How do you prove this that somebody got tied up?
I don't
Oh, you just bailed out on the trial, so it wasn't even like you had a chance?
No. I went to trial. I went to a 5-day trial and lost, and I blew that shit.
Oh, shit.
They just found me guilty. They didn't even really have
Yeah,
shit.
you blow.
It was weak. It was weak shit, man.
Can you get a little closer to the mic?
It was really, really weak shit. If I didn't have the, if I had the money like I have now back then, I probably would have beat the shit. But you know, being young, black, being railroaded, I mean, you know, just being,
Right.
that's what it is.
So you get out of jail and then you just sort of back into the same
I
shit?
get
how
out
much?
of jail. Soon if I get out of jail, I'm hit hard. Back with the bros. I'm back in Bedford-Stuyvesant. The 6ix9ine shit, everything came at one time. That Gummo video, when we shot that Gummo video on the block, that's his crib. That's the crib. That's his family's crib.
Right.
They own that crib right where we did that video at, right there. Everything hit around the same time. So it came from like prison to this crazy ass life. Like, oh shit, I just got out from doing all this time and shit is lit.
Right, because you're like in jail thinking like, oh man, like I'm trying to stay away from like some of the parts of the lifestyle.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you know that you're probably still going to be part of your hood no matter what, but you are thinking like I'm gonna take a step back and not
Yo,
necessarily be
You know
involved.
how it be? You be like, yo, I'm about to get out, son. It's about to be lit. I'm chilling. I'm not with that bullshit. I just did all this time. Ain't no way I'm letting nobody trick me back in this kind of situation. But then you get out and you ain't got no bunch of money. You ain't got nobody giving you a house car when you get out. You like, fuck. You
Right.
forced back to your hood, your people, you know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna eat. That's how you gonna chill. That's how you gonna be yourself, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Okay, so talk to me about your involvement, though, like in terms of how you became a Blood as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, I was it's like being born blood, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Damn near almost, because my whole family is. You know what I'm saying? And when you grow up around that as a kid, you just conform to that shit. So that's what you are. You follow suit. You follow in the steps.
Okay, so let's talk about when the 6ix9ine shit started to get introduced to you and how you felt about it. Because this is like mad early, because I was watching the Snow Billy video where he was sort of explaining how
Snow Billy is not a part of us. He is not one of our homies. He was never there for anything with us. If you look back and do your homework, you only see one video and one thing with him in there. You never seen him at no fights, no LA, no shows, nothing, no videos. You ever seen him in a damn video?
I don't know, but so you're saying that he's sort of over exaggerating
He's
with his
over
involvement.
exaggerating everything. You can see the proof is in the videos. I'm gonna show you mad shit on my phone.
But is he the one who brought 6ix9ine to the Nine Trades?
Negative.
No.
Negative.
Okay.
This is the man that actually initially brought him to us. You feel me?
Okay.
Because before that, so I'm in the hood, I'm chilling, right? Everything cool, and you know he does music. You know what I'm saying? He got that song Billyado got millions of views. He got different mad stuff. So you know what I mean? He been doing music. His manager is Chris, which is our homeboy, which was 6ix9ine's original manager.
Right.
Real original manager. We got videos, we got everything to show you. And Chris, he's really cool with Solo. That's our other man. You know who Solo is, right? That's XXX, RP to my friend XXX. That's his manager.
Right.
And they were really cool. So RP to the homie, definitely. Love you,
Yeah.
X. They was really cool. And Seqo is also Chris's artist. Chris got cool with 6ix9ine, because you got to think about it. 6ix9ine, people can say what they want about 6ix9ine and all that stuff, and we're going to get to it, but he's actually from the hood. He's actually from Brooklyn. We from Bed-Stuy. He's right there in Bushwick from the slums, too. You know what I'm
But
saying?
when he previously used to act like he sort of like grew up around the gang shit. Like he's
Never-
from
no.
like a gang neighborhood, but he was always like
yeah,
a weird
but it was
dude,
never
right?
no gangs on his side. The way he grew up in Bishop is more of Spanish people and stuff. You know what I mean? There's no really gangs, but around it and stuff like that, yeah, it's a gang fight. But he never grew up. He don't have no friends that was blood, or he never grew up in the struggle or nothing like that.
Right. Okay. And so how is it? Okay, so you're introduced to him by basically you have the same manager, Chris, who I remember Chris from back in the day, and he was trying to manage you and 6ix9ine, and then that basically led
Not that
him.
CEO Chris dude who was in the Fed shit. I
Right.
don't even know who he
Not
is.
that.
Talking about real Chris.
Right. Okay, and so that, but he introduced 6ix9ine to y'all because 6ix9ine wanted to get down with the blood thing, right? Was that already
Okay,
like
let me
communicated?
say this before bro tell that. He introduced him on the music level with it, or music like he did not want to get down with the blood set. He was looking at it that we realize now and realize now how everything happened. He was looking at an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? More than, you know, really, how could he really have love for blood in this organization and stuff? He never grew up in it. He don't know our struggle, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get technical, it's like more of like a black-based gang, you know?
But so how did you guys react to when he started coming around though? Like what were the initial impressions?
I mean, shit. The first, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we supposed to meet, I didn't really even want to link. You know what I'm saying? Dude. But my manager, Chris, was like, fuck it. You got to do it. His business, his music. I'm like, fuck it. Let's link. He had that hair. We went to the studio. He showed us some videos. It was never no gang shit. He said, yo, I need some help with my music. You know what's up? I said, all right, we got you. You know what I'm saying? I looked past the head and all that, and we just worked with him. No gang shit, no none of that.
And but was that, how did that feel at the time? Because it's like that for guys who are really from the hood and have really been associated with the street shit for a long time, it's like there's got to be a lot of red flags that go up in your head. Like, this dude is weird. I don't necessarily want to be around this guy.
Okay, listen. For me, coming from prison,
especially coming from prison,
straight on
your weirdo radar is super on point.
It's super on. I'm trying to think, you know what I mean? But automatically, you know, I'm thinking, is he gay? Why is his hair red? I know he's from up the street, and that's, you know, the dude they call Danny, but I don't know him like that. We never hung out. We never chilled. Why is his hair looking like that? How's, you know what I mean? What's going on? You know, but you're grouping up, you're talking to the guys, they're like, yo, chill, got an idea, he's cool, he's not gay, none of that shit like that. He representing peace or freedom or something, which he explained to us or like that, it's something, whatever his little reasons was, and is representing bringing everybody together, or some crazy ass, whatever shit he was on. That's what he was supposedly thinking, and so I'm like, cool. He like, look at it, they show him his Instagram. I don't even know what Instagram is at this time. I don't have Instagram, I don't have Facebook, I don't have no social media. I'm just really learning how to use like touchscreen phones and stuff like that. I never had that shit.
Right.
So they look and they like, listen, he got 100,000 views. Listen, he got mad followers on this Instagram stuff. People are liking his shit. His music hot. He's a thing. It's a new era. Auto, you tripping? So I'm like, you know, cool. Fuck it. Let's try it out. See where this go. And at that time, I'm protecting with my life. I'm holding down with everything like I would hold any brother down. I don't want people to think, oh, I was doing this for 6ix9ine or them. I would have did this for any other brother who would have blew up. They saying this what it is, and you know we trying to stand up for what we believe in, and this is a good part of it. Fuck it, let's try it.
And looking back at that exact moment where they were trying to explain to you why he was somebody that they wanted to be down with, but it was basically because of the numbers, because of the popularity, because of the views. Do you look back on that and like realize that was like the critical mistake? Is that
big mistake?
Yeah, it's like bringing somebody
just
around.
Really being honest, we all made mistakes, and you know, just being greedy and looking at the type of money we could get, and you know, look at the shit and stuff. We all dudes from Brooklyn, from the hood, from the street. Now, who would it? Although we made some mistakes, cool, true indeed, and a lot of brothers took some falls and all of that. We only human beings. We made some mistakes. We try to fix it in the process, but shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Definitely was, bro.
Another classic interview in the books. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and head on over to nojumper.com to support. Appreciate y'all.